good fun. Days like these are great. You get the whole industry together, and to have, companies and corporations like Interbet and Cape Racing who are so generous with sort of time and energy into making a day like this possible is it's fantastic for everyone.
Are we on to race number 5 now, and this is over 1200 meters. It's a qualified maiden plate, and this will all take place, all things being equal thus far, with the first 4 races, 14:45, 2:45. Now, a qualified maiden plate. 8 runners go to post. One of these are going to get lucky and grab the first stake check of 50,000 Rand. And here's a race that's come along where punters are going to be on, I'll call it, 2 sides of the fence. You're going to have the thinking of Alma Mater. Is this race tailor-made for him? Is it the right field? Can he get the job done at his 22nd start? Or do I play to beat him? Which side are you on, Rahul? Radhakrishna.
He's a 22-time maiden, so it's hard to be extremely confident on him. It looks to be the right race for him. He's a horse that does represent good form over the 1200 meter trip, whereas other horses slightly a bit further, like the likes of his Main Danger, without doubt is a horse who probably enjoys a touch further than 1200. But Alma Mater, Keegan DeMello got to know him nicely last time out, and he went close in a qualified maiden race, beaten by Get Carter. I think he must be a serious contender and the horse that they all have to set their sights on. He is the favorite in this lineup at around 16-10, but in terms of the pick 6, it's hard to just banker him in the pick 6, given that he's taken this long to shed his maiden tag.
I think the point that we have to look at is that we understand that he has been a solid horse in the maiden ranks. He's basically, his last, 2-4-6 runs, he's paid his way through training, and we know that he's unreliable. But the fact is, how reliable are these other horses in the field? The balance of the runners, there's 7 of them that he'll have to take on here. Shot of Courage and King's Return, there's not much that separates them on their last run behind Guy Fawkes. You mentioned, without doubt, dropping to a 1200 meter trip, having shown his better form over slightly further. How are they going to race him? He's going to definitely be outpaced for the early part of the race. He'll be hoping to doing his best work at the finish. You got the filly in the race, Shaken Not Stirred, who's having a 14 try. She's got some fair form against her own sex. And then even a horse like, It's a Kinder, Robbie Hill's runner, with the Apprentice claiming 4. I pulled out the form lines, arguably the strongest form lines in the field. Last time out, Guy Fawkes coming out to win. You go to that penultimate start, horses like Exceed Expectation coming out to win. Cyber Time coming out to win as well. So I'm taking a firm stance here, Rahul. I'm on one side of the fence, and that's the side of Alma Mater. I think he's bumping the right type of field against this type of lineup. If he loses, he's not going to get an easier opportunity to win the maiden. Yes, it is a qualified maiden plate, and he may qualify for another qualified maiden plate if he doesn't get it right this time round. But I'm hoping that he will be rewarded for his consistency. He looks the right horse in black and white. On the form he represents, the way he's racing, the fact that he's got a jockey who sat on him last time out, he was just touched up. There's lots to like about him. Yes, we all know that this is a battling field. But Alma Mater, I think it's going to be his day to shine. I'm going to bank him in the pick 6, Rahul. I've made my stance. You on the other side of the fence, you're going to play it wide?
I wouldn't play it wide, but I'd look to include maybe possibly 1 or 2 horses. And I think in one pick 6 perm, you could possibly take a chance and bank him, and then in another, look to possibly beat him and include a few other horses. But in terms of the place accumulator, he is a banker for me, Dees, and I'm not so confident as you are in terms of the pick 6, but it does look to be the right race for him. And in all honesty, the trip is perfect for him, and he should be the one that they all have to set their sights on, turning for home.
Only thing I can tell you, Rahul, is that please don't include 2 or 3 or 4 horses and not include the field if you're beating him. That's my only advice here in race number 5. I can see Alma Mater winning, or I can see a bomb result.
The betting, the not so much anymore, is more down to my own fault. I need to get studying again to get the edge back. But yeah, it's a great product. I love the exchange. It's really, in my opinion, one of the better bookmakers, if not the best bookmaker out there.